Oh, boom. Somewhere I heard that you're supposed to have some freaking headroom. Whatever. All right, maximize your workflow and efficiency in Ableton, part 2. Cool. And I did not label that. Oh, no. So this one is just going to be short, quick, brief, sample and plugin organization. My handy dandy sticky note. Sick. Using color markers for quick folders. How I have over here is just color markers. You know, whenever you're on something, you can go poop, right click, and then you can mark it to whatever color you want. These are handy dandy. I have my favorites, which oddly I actually don't go into often these days because I kind of find myself bouncing between my other ones. I use these for things I'm constantly using. I see a lot of people that just go plugins. Let me search for my VSTs. Let me search for this. Oh, there's the one that I want. Like, no, no. Oh my gosh, that takes so long. I have racks that I made, or racks that I've gotten, vice versa. My favorites, which I just said, I don't really use. Sound design, anything that I'm going to use towards sound design, whatever it may be, that's what I use. Shorts. I actually don't know what this is. Oh, apparently I have a saved bass cut in there that I never use. Cool. Okay, rack sounds. I'll get more into this in the next one, but these are all sounds that I made. Synths, all the synths that I use currently the most, and then mixing. So anything that I'm doing, whether it be, well, obviously mixing or mastering, just effects that pertain to that stuff. Just it's funny because like I'm half and half of like I have myself set up to be very organized, but then as I'm producing, it's actually very disorganized. I'll end up with like freaking 60 tracks and none of them are labeled, and it's just kind of chaos. But I mean, it still is pretty organized, but at least I have a foundation of organization, you know? My sticky note. Routing sample folders. This is huge. So I have my splice sample folder and organized right here. You can find on YouTube. I'm actually not going to put the link in. I was going to, but because I don't do this, I'm not going to, I guess, promote it. But what you can do is you can actually route your splice folder. I can actually show you how to do it real quick if I remember correctly. So if I come in here and just splice, and I think it's sounds. Oh, you probably have to go into here, preferences. There we are. And then here is where you can set the folder that your splice downloads to. So that might be fine for some people, whatever floats your boat. At first, it was like, okay, cool, but I wanted a step further of organization. So if this works for you, cool, boom. I just blew your mind because now you can have this set to whatever folder you want. I have an external hard drive, so I originally had set it to that, but then I stopped because I want to be able to quickly go through my samples on Splice and drag them in. I have them all routed this way is because bring open slice, go to browse, or go to your sounds, and then what is the sound that I want? Drag it in. Like, no, dude, no. Like, and also what happens if I don't have internet? You know, like I go to the mountains a lot. I'm on the go a lot. So I have all my shit pre-organized, and for 1,200 samples, it took me an hour. Like, this might be not be your cup of tea, but I recommend it. Just spend the time doing it. I just created all these folders because like some of it, it's like, how do you organize it? So this is what I came up with for me. And then now all my stuff is in here that's on Splice. And then sometimes I break the habit. Sometimes I don't. But now every single time I go onto Splice and I go to download something, I'll actually drag that on to Actually, I'm not even gonna show that. I have it labeled as my artist project name. We're not gonna talk about that yet because that'll be another video. So, but anyway, so I have it on my artist project. So you actually probably could just drag it right from here, honestly, right into Ableton. So anytime you go and download something new, boom, drag it in. Now it's organized. I also don't go on Splice often when I'm in the middle of writing a track. Majority of the time, any samples, I can just pull it right from here, call it a day. And now, a cool thing too is now I can just like, okay, so I have this effects folder. I want a riser. Boom, there's all my risers. Done. Like, I want a piano. Boom, there's all my pianos. Like, it's just so much quicker, and it's in the box. I'm not derailing my creativity by going into another app, and it's just easier. And a lot of times what I'll do too is I'll try to do like once a week or once every other week, go through like a sample binge of, I'll just hop on Splice, and I mean, I'm still at like 1900 credits, but I'll go on Splice and I'll download like 50 to 100 samples so that I'm constantly getting like new fresh stuff into my library, so I'm not reusing the same shit all the time. Oh, okay, so I actually already just went over that. Just taking time to organize sample folders, that's crucial. Then again, at the end of the day, it's what works best for you. You know, you may not need it to be organized. I spent the first 2 years without organized samples, and it was fine. I just prefer it now, and it just makes writing stuff so much quicker and easier for me. You know, it's your project, your stuff. You know, whatever you want to do, whatever works best for you. This is just how I am efficient the way that I am. So yeah, stay tuned for part 3.